I never thought I'd be afraid of the sound of keys jingling, but here I am, 5 years after my release, still flinching every time I hear that metallic chorus that once marked the rhythm of my days behind bars. They don't tell you about this part when you get out. Everyone expects you to just slip back into normal life like putting on an old pair of shoes. But it's not that simple. The prison doesn't just stay behind those walls. It follows you, living rent-free in your mind. I remember my first panic attack after release. I was at a grocery store of all places. The fluorescent lights, the long aisles, the sound of doors closing. Suddenly I was back in my cell. My chest tightened, my hands started shaking, and the world began to spin. Right there between the cereal boxes and canned soup, I became a prisoner again. The doctors call it post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD. It's not just for war veterans or assault survivors. Those of us who've done time, we carry our own invisible wounds. The constant hypervigilance, the nightmares, the way certain sounds or smells can transport you right back to that concrete box. It's all part of a battle that continues long after you've served your sentence. I remember Marcus, my cellmate from Block D. He'd been out for 3 months when I heard he couldn't handle it anymore. The freedom was too loud, too bright, too overwhelming. He ended up back inside because, in some twisted way, the prison felt safer than the chaos of the outside world. That's what PTSD does. It makes the abnormal feel normal and the normal feel threatening. The statistics don't lie. Studies show that over 30% of former inmates suffer from PTSD. We're talking about thousands of people trying to rebuild their lives while battling an invisible enemy. The worst part? Most of us suffer in silence because who wants to hear that a former prisoner is struggling? Society expects us to be grateful for our freedom, not traumatized by our incarceration. But here's what I've learned through therapy. And yes, I finally got help. Trauma doesn't make you weak. Surviving it makes you strong. Every time I face my triggers, every time I push through a panic attack, every time I choose to stay present instead of retreating into that dark place, I'm winning a battle that most people don't even know exists. Recovery isn't linear. Some days I can handle the sound of keys without flinching. Other days, a simple lock clicking can send me spiraling. But I'm learning to be patient with myself, to understand that healing takes time, and that's okay. To anyone out there who's been through the system and is struggling with these invisible scars, you're not alone. Your feelings are valid, your trauma is real, and most importantly, there is help available. PTSD isn't a life sentence, even though it sometimes feels like one. Today, I work as a peer counselor for former inmates. Every time I share my story, I see the recognition in their eyes. That moment when they realize they're not crazy, that their struggles have a name, and that recovery is possible. It's not easy, but it's worth it. Because true freedom isn't just about walking out of those gates. It's about breaking